Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you today on this beautiful, beautiful day that the Lord has made? Well, I hope you are enjoying your day so far. It's beautiful outside. I got to enjoy just a little bit of it, but I plan to enjoy more at 4 o'clock when I leave here. So we know we're entering upon the Labor Day weekend. Today is Friday, so we have a long weekend, and I, for one, sure look forward to it. I have plans with my family and friends, and nothing spectacular, um, but we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have some crabs and things like that. So it's my brother's birthday. Also was this past Sunday, so we're celebrating that. Just something, just going out to eat, and then later on we're going to have crabs. But I don't think he's going to have any crabs with us. But my sisters and I, we're going to have crabs. But anyway, we're in the book of Joshua, chapter 19, and previously we went over chapters 16, 17, and 18. And in those chapters, we learned that the remainder of the tribes of Israel have yet to possess their lands. So Joshua did cast lots for the lands, and the Lord told Joshua, "Go, come on and possess the remaining of the land for the tribe of Israel." And Joshua asked them, "Why are you so slack?" And then we learned that in some of the areas they were not able to drive the Canaanites out of the land, but they were able to conquer them in such a way where the Canaanites became servants to them. But they still dwelled in the land for some of them. And it does not say why, um, but it does say that they were slack in pursuing and taking possession over the land that God had gave to them. God gave them that land, and God told them that the reason why He's given them that land is because the people there were very wicked. They were serving other gods. Some of them were even sacrificing their children on fire. It was a lot going on, and so the Lord gave them that land to possess. Now we're in chapter 19. And the Lord spare us, we'll go through chapter 19, 20, and 21. It's not real long. And then tomorrow, and I'm going to try to really get to it tomorrow, we'll be finishing the book of Joshua. And I don't know about you, but it has blessed me tremendously, as does every book of the Bible. So, um, if you are going to follow along with me, I always let you know that I do read from the King James Version of the Bible. And this particular Bible it's a Thomas Nelson Bible. It's a Thomas Nelson Bible, King James Version. So, and again, also, if you have any questions, and I did get a few questions, and so I answer them. And I don't have all of the answers, and no, I don't know everything, but I do seek out the answers because it helps me as well. And prior to me reading this and being able to explain it, prior to me doing that, I read it ahead of time and I study other areas that's associated with the chapter that I'm reading so that I can bring it to you with great understanding. And of course, I always pray ahead of time and I pray afterwards. And I ask God to give me understanding of His words. And I will tell you this that when you ask God to give you an understanding, He will. He will. So the other thing is, so we're just going to go to chapter 19, the book of Joshua. And I know that some of you do join me. That doesn't make comments. It's fine. And some of you, someone did tell me that they joined me with their Bible and they made a comment to let me know they did. And thank you for that. And you're welcome every time. So, Joshua 19, chapter 19. And as always, I start from the first verse. And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. And they had in their inheritance Bathsheba, or Sheba, and Moadad, and Hazor and Baha, and Azim, and Etalab, and Bethhol, and Hormath, and Ziglag, and Beth Makkah both, and Hazorah and Bethlab Assault, and Sharuhan, 13 cities and their villages. Hold on for a second. Nasir, Brianna, Brianna, I can't concentrate with that noise. Yeah, well, I can't concentrate with that noise. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so verse 7, An, Remod, and Esther, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages, and all the villages that were round about these cities, to Baha Akbar and Ramoth of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families. So here it's really broken down, and it tells you the names of the family, although they're in one tribe. We know that they have grown very strong and mighty. Verse 9, out of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon, for part of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore, the children of Simeon and their inheritance within the inheritance of them. And the third lot came up for the children of Zebulun, according to their families, and the border of their inheritance was unto Sarid. And their border went up towards the sea, and Maalah, and reached into Dabashi, and reached to the river that is before Jokneam, and turned from Sarid eastward towards the sunrise and unto the border of Shephelah Tabor, and then goeth out into Dabirath, and goes up into Janapha. And from hence there passed on along the east to Jittahefer and Hitan Kazin, and goeth out into Ramoth Mephor to Nia. And the borders compassed it on the north side to Hananah, and the outgoings thereof are in the valley of Jibbaal, and Katat, and Naphtali, and Shimron, and Ailat, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages. And the fourth lot came to Issachar. For the children of Issachar, according to their families, and their borders were towards Jezreel, and Shesoploth, and Shunem, and Haphraman, and Shihon, and Alarath, and Habith, and Kishon, and Abiz, and Remeth, and Egalim, and Ehadai, and Bethpalzi. And the coast reached to Tabor, and Shahazamah, and Beth Shemesh, and the outgoings of their border were at Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, the cities and their villages. And the fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, and their border was Helkath, and Halah, and Beaton, and Ashap, and Alaminek, Alaminek, and Amad, and Mishiel, and reacheth to Carmel westward, and to Shihor, Lubnath, and turned towards the sun rising to Beth Dagon, and reached to Zebulun and to the valley of Jephthah towards the north side of Bethlehem and Neal, and going out to Carbu on the left, and Hebron and Reboth, and Hammon and Kanai, even unto the great Zidon. And then the coast turneth to Ramath and to the strong city Tyre, and the coast turneth to Horsah, and the outgoings there are at the sea from the coast to exit. Umah also, Apik and Rehoth, 20 and 2 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages. And the sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali, according to their families, from the coast, from the Helat, from Alon to Zer-Anabitmin, to Abramai, to Nikim, to Jabneel, and to Lakum, and the outgoings thereof at Jordan. And then the coast turneth westward to Asnaptabor, and goeth out from to Hugsnot, to reach to Zebulun on the south side, and reach to Asher on the west side, and to Judah upon Jordan towards the sun rising. And the fenced city, or Zibdin, Zer, Hamath, Rakath, Sineret, and Abedmad, and Ramath, and Hizer, and Kadesh, and Eli, and Elhizor, and Iron, and Migdagal, and Horad, and Bethanath, and Bethshemath, 19 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, according to their families, the children and the cities and their villages. And the seventh lot came out of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, and the coast of their inheritance was Zorah, Eshcol, Ishemeth, and Shaalben bin, and Aelon, and Jephlau, and Elon, and Timothau, and Ekron, and Eltikal, and Gibbethon, and Bealtha, and Judhud, and Beni Berak, and Gath Rimmah, and Mejarkarn, and Refcon, and the border before Japo. And the coast of the children of Dan went out too little for them. Therefore the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem, and took it and smote it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and dwelt within, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages. When they had made an end of dividing the land for inheritance by their coasts, the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua, the son of Nun, among them. According to the word of the Lord, they gave him the city which he asked, even Timnath, Shirath, and Mount Ephraim. And he built the city and dwelt therein. These are the inheritance of Issachar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the father of the tribes of the children of Israel, divided for an inheritance by lot in Shiloh, before the Lord, at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, So they made an end of dividing the country. Praise the Lord. That does conclude the reading of Joshua chapter 19. And I'm going to take just a little bit of water. I have a little bit left. All right. So now we're in Joshua chapter 20. But before I go on, I just want to talk about chapter 19. We see that at this point, all of them have taken their land, they have possessed it. And we do see that the children of Dan did go in and they possessed the land without um, leaving anyone there. So that was good. So we see that each tribe, and we know that there's 12 tribes. Within each tribe, there were other sons, there were other families. So that's why the Bible tells us there were so many of them, hundreds upon thousands of them. So, and that's why you see the other names because they're from that tribe. Okay, so we're going to go to chapter 20. The Lord also spake unto Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by the hand of Moses, that the slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwillingly may flee there. And they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. So, back in, I believe, the book of Numbers, I know it was quite a few chapters earlier. The Lord spoke and told them. I guess he spoke to Joshua. I thought it was Moses, but he told them. Well, yeah, he told them. He spoke to Moses and told them that in each of your cities, point out for you cities. So they were to assign certain cities that if someone from somewhere else killed someone by accident, and they gave an example. Just say they were cutting wood or something, and the axe fell off and broke and it killed somebody, that they're able to run somewhere until they can get it settled. Now, if the person is innocent, then they're fine. But if the person is guilty, then they have to go on about their way. But they do have places they can run, and not just one city. He told them to set up cities for a place of refuge. So, verse 4, and when he that does flee unto one of those cities shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city, they shall take him into the city until them, and give him a place, and that he may dwell among them. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver the slanger up into his hand, because he smote his neighbor unwillingly and hated him not before time. And he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days, then shall the slanger return. Come, come unto his own city and into his own house, unto the city from whence he fled. And they appointed Kadesh and Gilead and Mount Naphtali and Shechem and Mount Ephraim and Kirjathseba, which is in Hebron, and the mountain of Judah. And on the other side of Jordan by Jericho eastward, they assigned Bezer in the wilderness upon the plain out of the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth and Gilead out of the tribe of Gad, and Golan and Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourned among them, that whoever killed any person unawares might flee hither, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood until he stood before the congregation. Praise the Lord. That does conclude the reading of Joshua chapter 20. So, what he's saying is that if someone kills someone by accident, They didn't mean it. They didn't hate that person. That wasn't their intention to do, but it happened. So they can flee. And when the avenger of blood, that's a person, comes to get them, they will not give that person up. The avenger of blood will not be able to get that person until the people assigned hear his story and they decide. They decide whether he's guilty or not guilty. And and I believe in the I think it was in the book of Numbers, there was a way to tell whether they were guilty. I don't really remember that, but just say if they're not guilty, they can stay in that city until the avenger of blood dies, until that person dies that's looking to kill them. They can stay there, and after that, they can go on back home. So I just think that's really good that God set up. He thinks of everything. So we're on chapter 21. It's our last chapter, and it's it's like a page and a half long. Okay, so chapter 21 of Joshua. Then came near the heads of the fathers of the Levites unto Eleazar the priest, and unto Joshua the son of Nun, and unto the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And they spake unto them at Shiloh, and in the land of Canaan, saying, The Lord commanded by the hand of Moses to give us cities to dwell in, with the suburbs thereof for our cattle. And the children of Israel gave unto the Levites out of their inheritance at the commandment of the Lord these cities and their suburbs. And the lot came out for the families of the Kadesh, the Kohathites, and the children of Aaron the priest, which were of the Levites, had by lot out of the tribe of Judah, and out of the tribe of Simeon, and out of the tribe of Benjamin, 13 cities. And the rest of the children Kohath had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Ephraim, and out of the tribe of Dan, and out of the half tribe of Manasseh, 10 cities. And the children of Gershon had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Issachar, and out of the tribe of Asher, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, and out of the half tribe of Manasseh, and Bashan, 13 cities. The children of Moriah, it's called Mirai, by their families, had out of the tribe of Reuben, and out of the tribe of Gad, and out of the tribe of Zebulun, 12 cities. And the children of Israel gave by lot unto the Levites these cities with their suburbs, as the Lord commanded by hand of Moses. And they gave out of the tribe of the cities of Judah, and out of the tribe of the children of Simeon, these cities which are here mentioned by name, which the name of Aaron being of the families of the Kohites, which were the children of Levi, had. For theirs was the first lot. And they gave them the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which is in Hebron, in the hill country of Judah, with the suburb thereof round about it. But the fields of the city and the villages thereof gave they to Caleb, the son of Jeshpannah, for his possession. Thus he gave to the children of Aaron the priest Hebron with her suburbs, to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Liban with her suburbs, and Jatir with her suburbs, and Estimane with her suburbs, and Holam with her suburbs, and Deber with her suburbs, and Ain with her suburbs, and Jutta with her suburbs, and Bethshemesh with her suburbs, 9 cities out of those 2 tribes. And out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gileon with her suburbs, Geber with her suburbs, Adaton with her suburbs, and Amon with her suburbs, 4 cities. All the cities of the children of Aaron and the priests, were 13 cities with their suburbs. And the families of the children of Kohath, the Levites which remained of the children of Kohath, even they had the cities of their lot out of the tribe of Ephraim. And they gave them Shechem with their suburbs, and Mount Ephraim to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Gezer with her suburbs, and Capsamin with her suburbs, and Beth Horon with her suburbs, four cities. And out of the tribe of Dan, Etikan with her suburbs, Gilbedon with her suburbs, Ajalon with her suburbs, Gath with her suburbs, four cities. And out of the half tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with her suburbs, Gath with her suburbs, two cities. All the cities were 10 with their suburbs for the children of the city of Kohath that remained. And unto the children of Gershon of the family of Levites out of the other half tribe of Manasseh, they gave Golan and Bashan with their suburbs to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Besterah with her suburbs, two cities. And out of the tribe of Issachar, Kishan with her suburbs, Dabarim with her suburbs, Jarmuth with her suburbs, Ekenim with her suburbs, four cities. And out of the tribe of Asher, Mishal with her suburbs, Abdon with her suburbs, Helkath with her suburbs, and Remoth with her suburbs, four cities. And out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee and her suburbs to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Hamathor with her suburbs, and Kantan with her suburbs, three cities. All the cities of the Geshonites, according to their families, were 13 cities in their suburbs. And unto the families of the children of Merari, the rest of the Levites out of the tribe of Zebulun, Jotinan with her suburbs, Tor Torkan with her suburbs, Dimma with her suburbs, Nephta- Nephhatal with her suburbs, four cities. And out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer with her suburbs, Jahason with her suburbs, Kenemoth with her suburbs, Mephatat with her suburbs, four cities. And out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gibeon with her suburbs, to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Mahanatim with her suburbs, Heshbon with her suburbs, Jaser with her suburbs, four cities in all. And all the cities for the children of Merari by the families which were remaining of the families of the Levites were by their lot 12 cities. All the cities of the Levites were in possession of the children of Israel for 48 cities with their suburbs. These cities were every one with their suburbs round about them. Thus were all these cities. And the Lord gave unto Israel all the land which he sware to give them unto their fathers, and they possessed it and dwelled therein. And the Lord gave them rest round about, according to all that he swore unto their fathers. And there stood not a man of all their enemies before them. The Lord delivered all the enemies into their hand. They felt not aught of any good thing which the Lord had spoken unto the house of Israel. All came to pass. Praise the Lord. That does conclude the reading of Joshua chapters 19, 20, and 21. Well, in chapter 21, just to recap a little, so the end result was that even though the priests, they did not get an inheritance from the Lord because, well, I'll say they did not get an inheritance from the Lord as the other tribes did. However, they did get an inheritance because the Lord said, I am their inheritance. and they were able to get a lot of the things that were sacrificed in chapters back. The Lord gave them money, silver, and gold. They had a lot of things, and the Lord provided for them. And not just that, the tribes also gave them cities to dwell in. So they were set up very nicely. Very nicely, they were set up. They had cities to dwell in for the families. They didn't have any worries. They worked in the tabernacle. They were the priests. They were the priests, and they worked in the priest's office. So the God gave them specific tasks to do. Unlike the rest of them had other tasks, but this was different. This was unto the Lord, and it was very specific and very particular. So they had to be prepared to work in the tabernacle, to do what the Lord said. So the Lord provided for them, and they had no worries. And with all three of the chapters, we see that um, they were able to possess their land, each one of them, every tribe, and even Caleb and Joshua got particular lands that the Lord promised them. So they just kind of got something that and all the land was good, but they got something special, both of them. And we know Caleb did because the Lord promised that to him, because when he went to spy on the land, he gave a good report where the other ones didn't. They were scared because there were giants in the land. And Caleb said, oh, we can do this. With the Lord on our side, we can possess that land. So Caleb got a special land, a special piece of land. Also, Joshua did. Because he led the peak well. So he got a special piece of land. The Lord promised him, and he did get that. And also, those that worked in the priest's office, they were given cities to dwell in for their families and for their cattle, because they did have an abundance. Although they didn't get the same thing that the 12 tribes got, they got more. Actually, they didn't get all of the land. They got cities, and they got material possessions that they could do with what they wanted to do. So they were blessed, and the end result is that all of them possessed the land. They were able to rest in peace. They were able to live in peace, and have their life as they wanted. So we have one more reading of Joshua, and that will be chapters 22, 23, and 24, and we'll be finished with the book of Joshua, and I'll be excited to go on to the next book. It's all so very good. I know if you're like me, you probably every year start out, reading the Bible in a year. You've probably done it a lot of years, but reading the Bible in a year, for me anyway, sometimes I read through it so fast just to try to keep my commitment. And so some of the things, they come back to you as I'm reading them now. Remember the names and things. And even though we read these names and the different generations, the different families, and we wonder, why do we need to know that? It's very important because they will connect you later as you read from chapter to chapter. It will connect, the dots will connect. And even though you don't remember everything, but the dots will connect in some of that. And you go, oh, wait a minute, I remember reading that. So this gets connected to that. So, okay, looks like my sister's calling me. So I'm going to, let's see what that is. I can't see too well. Someone's calling me. I think that's my daughter. But anyway, just remember that Jesus is Lord. If you haven't accepted Him today, please do. If you want to accept Jesus in your life, and you believe that He died on a cross for your sins, and you believe that God rose Him from the dead, confess that. The Bible said, with our heart we believe, with our mouth we make confession. Do that today. Do that today. Even if you want to come back to Him, it's all right. I do it from time to time. If I think I need to start it over, I'm like, Lord, I'm just starting all over. And it's okay. It's okay. Not that we ever left Him, but sometimes you just need a refreshment. And I do it from time to time. So anyway, I hope you all have a very nice holiday. It's Labor Day holiday. I'm wearing my white dress because I haven't worn it all summer. Um, And I have a few white dresses. I'll probably wear another one maybe tomorrow or sometime this weekend before the holiday's over. But God bless you all. God bless you all and have a great day. Be safe out there. And remember, Jesus is Lord over all. All right? Bye bye.